All right. Who's ready?
Me.
2016. It's a good year. So you're the monkey, I think.
I'm not dead yet.
Yeah.
For
Neither.
I know.
Neither am I. Okay, everybody. This is episode 36, the UnPopular podcast. We're still alive.
much to everyone's chagrin.
Everyone who watches this and wishes for our deaths, well, thanks for watching.
I know. I mean, they have something to look forward to every week. Are they dead yet? No.
Tom will do it next week if our views double.
The show must go on. All right.
It won't.
You mean if I'm gone, the whole thing falls apart? What are you talking about?
No, we're going to promise you on your deathbed. We're going to keep it going. But then...
Cory, keep the cast going. People need to know.
Sure, and I'm winking at Ferrari, who, is hiding the poison.
How can I see that you're winking? You don't have a camera.
I'll send you a picture on my phone. I'll make a GIF and send you the link. I don't fucking know, Chris. Fuck you. You're going to be there when you poison him.
All right. So, news stories?
Yeah, gaming news. There's a very poorly written Kickstarter going on right now that neither has the license for Star Wars or the real ability to make a Star Wars game, but it sounds like a fun game if you ever actually made it. And that's all it is. It's a Kickstarter. It says, I want to make a Star Wars RPG, and here is my hopes and dreams. Please give me money.
Who is backing this?
Knights of the Old Republic?
A lot of people.
I know, there isn't even a screenshot. They don't even have a
it's a concept is what it is. It's not even like I don't even know what they're making. It's just, I want to make an RPG where I can play as Luke Skywalker.
I thought that Kickstarter kind of put the kibosh on Kickstarters that didn't actually show any substance.
Well, I mean, assumingly people would be smart enough not to give money to those things.
It's got $16,000.
Okay, I want to make a game, guys. I want to make a Star Trek RPG.
No.
I don't know how to program. I don't know how to
It has $16,000 from 65 people.
I know.
Who are those 65 morons? Or 64 morons and one person?
Is he a person of relevancy? Do people know who he is? Is he, some kind of designer?
Devin Tripp?
So.
You haven't heard of Devin? Oh, I hate him already. Don't even know who he is. Devin. Fuck you, Devin.
Yeah. I mean, if he's somebody.
3 people pledged $1,500, which tells me
Jesus.
3 people have more money than sense.
Play on words, clever.
Yeah, that's good. Water break. So that's a thing. I am going to follow this and see where it goes because I am just bamboozled on what's going on with this.
Yeah.
Wait, so he hasn't even asked Lucasfilms yet?
Nope. He has Disney, who Disney then said, I went to go fix my glasses and I don't have any on. He asked Disney, and Disney said to go ask Lucasfilms.
Okay. He calls Obi-Wan Kenobi. Is that a joke? Or
he spelled it wrong.
Is this a massive troll? This is a troll, right? This is...
we will see. Watch it be the best game ever made.
Yeah.
It's just going to be 13-13.
Is that the canceled one that they canceled for Battlefront 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm broken up.
Okay.
All right. Chris, want to talk about this Triace trio?
Yeah, it looks interesting. It's going to be a combination, or I guess a crossover collaboration of Star Ocean 5, Exist Archive, and Valkyrie Profile.
That's going to be nice.
That's really all the info that's out on it now, other than some cover art and some art samples. There's not a whole lot. It looks like it's going to be getting a PC release, though, because there is a mention of the bonuses. Oh, no, that's just wallpapers and in-game items, so maybe not. The details on this are very scarce. I just thought it was worth mentioning, Tom, because you try Ace games so much.
I do. Have you seen the gameplay for Exist Archive?
I have. It looks very good.
It looks like Valkyrie Profile too.
One.
Like to the T. No, 2.
2?
The battles are like the 3D environment thing.
Oh,
and you
okay.
kind of have the rush
Okay.
to them. Yeah.
I was
So
watching a gameplay trailer of that last week. It actually doesn't hold up that bad.
Valkyrie Profile.
Valkyrie Profile 2.
Hmm?
It doesn't
Yeah.
look that bad.
That was one of those games I think had the progressive scan in it. Like one of the higher res games
right.
for PS2.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
very
yeah,
nice.
that's all that I have on that Tri-Ace mention.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of info.
Yeah. Look forward to it. Rise of the Tomb Raider gets a release for PC in January.
Very
I
excited for that.
You heard the 8th.
I heard 28th.
Okay, that's what I heard. I saw 8th on there, and I was like, I think that's wrong, but I'm excited. Yeah, 20th is what I heard.
Yep.
I already pre-ordered it.
I saw. It's supposed to be very good.
Yeah. If it's better than the first one, I mean, can only go up.
Yeah, first one was great.
Yeah, I agree.
I
Cory,
finally got my new video card, and I went into that game just to put all the settings up high and look at those glorious tress effects.
Funny story is I got a 960 for my spare computer, and the one game I had on Steam, I was like, what game looks good? So I installed Tomb Raider, and I've just been playing for the last 2 or 3 days.
It's a good game.
Yeah, I was just got it for a graphics test, and it's just a fucking good game.
It is.
Cory, did you play Tomb Raider?
I've played Tomb Raiders.
Did you play the latest one? Or not the latest one?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
I
started
it was
doing
$3. $3 in Steam sale.
Okay, my computer can't run it.
Oh my god.
Even if it could, I don't really want to play Tomb Raider. I don't care about Lara Croft as a person.
Well, then you're wrong.
Yeah.
She's not interesting. She's British Indiana Jones with huge gazongas.
Actually, they scaled him down in this game.
Well, then I care less now, Chris.
Jesus.
They took the one interesting part.
Her Magumbos are gone?
They're modest now. They're not gone, but...
Oh, isn't she a teenager or really young in the newer one?
She's young. I think like early 20s. I don't think she's a teenager.
Yeah. Okay. They stopped growing then, right? I'm not what you might call an expert on the physiology of women, as Chris's face is clearly illustrating right now. But I assume the dirty pillows at some point stop.
Oh, we got the pillows, okay?
Jesus.
No, I haven't played it. I assume this new one's going to be a tour de force that will revolutionize the gaming world.
I also like Uncharted 2.
Does Uncharted 2 make Uncharted 3 look like Uncharted 1? I don't know. Which is the good one there?
Uncharted 2 is the fan favorite that will never do any wrong. 3 is the one that's not as good as 2, but it's okay. And 1 is the one where people are like, it was good at the time.
Only one I've played is 3.
I played 3 as
all
well.
of them. And I thought they're all okay games, and I never was amazed by any of them. But that has a very strong fan base.
The plane escape scene in 3 was pretty good, though.
3 is an alright game. I enjoyed it, but if I remember correctly, it was a really shitty movie. It was supposed to be really actiony and cinematic, and it's supposed to look like a fucking movie. I get that aesthetic, but your movie was bad. It was plotted poorly, and given my shitty stoned playing style, I believe your character looked a little downsy.
Jesus Christ.
I know 2 and 3.
I can see that view counter just getting higher and higher every time Cory talks.
One had a train, one had a plane, and they're the exact same scene, but they're just changing the...
Is the new one going to have an automobile?
I'm sure it's going to have some kind of thing that's blowing up and you have to escape it.
Yeah, but
maybe the giant mechanical spider from Wild Wild West. Who knows?
Oh.
That would make... I would like it if they just did that. Who owns the property to Wild Wild West?
Will Smith.
Let's get in touch with Devin Tripp so we can make a game he can afford. He can buy the property rights to Wild Wild West and release a game, I don't know, 15, 16 years after that movie came out? 17? It's real old.
Oh,
it also started the rodeo burger at Burger King, which is still the best burger on the menu.
Did it really?
Yeah, it did.
Thank you for watching Unpopular Podcast endorses Burger King. Tune in next week when we give our thoughts on Chick-fil-A.
Rodeo Burger's a quality sandwich.
No, it
I
isn't.
got a few the other day.
It has one onion ring and like a smear of barbecue sauce. It's mediocre at best.
It's all on the dollar menu.
All right, moving
Can't
on.
complain. Hey man, this is a topic about dollar menus, and I will stand by my dollar menu items. You
Well,
talk shit
don't
about the
stand-
Frito burrito, you talk shit about the rodeo burger. It's gonna go
Frito
down.
burritos are delicious.
They are amazing. For $1, you get a lot of food.
Yeah, don't worry about that. McDonald's is getting rid of theirs.
I don't go to McDonald's.
Smart man.
Their cheese isn't cheese; it's guck. That's the only word I can
Everything
think
is
of.
guck.
It's, you eat it, and it's just like a slimy substance that is yellow. So I guess it's cheese, but it's just not good. I mean, it's fast food. Whatever. Going on.
Okay.
Amplitude was released. I'm not sure in what capacity it was released. I know Kickstarter people got theirs. I'm not sure if it's out for sale yet.
Is it just like the top tier backers?
I don't know, but the reviews have been coming out. It's been getting pretty favorable reviews. They say it's like the old Amplitude, which is fantastic. It also has no licensed music, which is fantastic in my opinion, because I like original music in games. But I mean, yeah, I'll totally pick it up once I see it available. So if I look right now and I see it for sale, I might buy it. But yeah, I'm excited. I didn't back it though, because I don't know why I didn't back it, but I didn't. This is what happens. People do things I want, I just don't give them money.
All right.
Do you have no opinion about Amplitude?
I don't remember Frequency. Wasn't it essentially Guitar Hero just on a controller?
See, it was. I mean, they made Guitar Hero afterwards.
But that's
It was-
essentially what it was.
You have a little car guy, and he's going down a lane, and you hit the buttons to the rhythm, and you have to change the instrument by hitting the top buttons, and you kind of do a flip, and it goes to the other. So you go be drums here, and be like, ba-da-da-da-da, and then you go over guitar, and then you do it, and you keep flipping back and forth. There's
Oh,
like,
yeah, now I remember.
yeah, and then the Guitar Hero game, I think it was on the PSP, was essentially just Amplitude, was your game with Guitar Hero.
Right.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty solid game. I got the Jeff Keighley face going on. I don't know what's up with that. I got like the doe eyes going.
You always have the doe eyes going, Tom.
Are you calling me Jeff Keighley?
So is this new Kickstarter gonna, have Obi-Wan Kenobi in it?
One can only hope.
What is... Fuck everything else on our stupid news list. What is Devin Tripp bringing to the table
What are you still doing?
for a Star Wars game? What is, besides the vague idea that he wants to steal The Witcher 3 and Fallout 4 as his baseline for some, because he played those last week, I guess. What is he bringing to the table? He's not going to do the art. He doesn't know programming. He doesn't know art. He obviously can't write. What the
It's
fuck?
like, you know what it is? It's the Simpsons episode where Homer starts the internet company. Can I have some money now, please?
I know how that ends. He's going to be beaten up by Bill Gates. But instead, it's going to be whoever owns who's the CEO of Disney right now?
I don't know.
Glad this isn't a business podcast. Well, whoever that is, he's going to come to his Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse is going to beat the shit out of him. J.J. Abrams is going to piss in his mouth. We know how it ends.
Jesus.
I hope Devin Tripp is one of our viewers.
Tom's got a lot of editing to do.
Tom doesn't edit.
Hi, I am Devin Tripp. I am 20 years old and I have owned businesses ranging from clothing to stocks. I have learned and changed a lot in short time. There is still much to be learned, and I know I am better prepared for the future to come. That is his profile.
Stop. His own businesses ranging from clothing to stocks.
That's what it says.
Does he work in the business factory?
You know what the best part is? If you look at the Kickstarter, it says open world RPG, quote, like, close quote, Star Wars game. So where's the like? Is it like an RPG, or is it like Star Wars?
I think I have to back this. How could I not?
Go on Facebook. He's telling you two separate statements. Open world RPG, like Star Wars game.
Ever wonder what it would be like if you were a Jedi with no boundaries and could explore the galaxy freely? Yes, we have that already.
Okay, so
Speaking of which, I got a KOTOR on my phone, and it actually works phenomenally well. So if you want to play KOTOR on the go, I recommend it.
Okay, well, I think Devin Tripp's going to be able to one-up that, Tom.
With his $200,000 budget for a video game.
What he's throwing on the table here, I can't see otherwise.
Can you make a game for $200,000 that's not some schlocky indie thing?
No. Well,
AAA games cost millions, right? Like, millions of dollars.
Yeah.
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 It's going to be an 8-bit game, watch. Anything comes out of this,
it's just Shovel Knight.
No,
it's Shovel Knight to Obi-Wan.
He just changes out skins.
It's going to be a port of the Atari 2600 Star Wars.
Oh, Jesus.
Is that a game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a good game?
No.
Is it E.T. bad?
No.
Nothing's E.T. bad.
E.T. is E.T. bad.
Hmm.
All right, what's next
I mean,
on our stupid list? Let's
Does
stop
it
talking
define
about
itself? I guess Wild Arms 3 and Okage both get the PS4 trademark, so they'll be coming. I remember Okage being cool at the time. I haven't played it in 10, 15 years.
I own Wild Arms 3 and still have not finished it.
I've never finished it, but I have definitely played it.
I've played like 4 hours of it.
Stunning reviews heard here first about Wild Arms 3.
I played a lot of Wild Arms 4.
I played the hell out of Wild Arms 4. That was a good game.
That was a good game. I should go back and play it.
Who was the cancer chick? Who was like really, really strong? What was her name? Was it Alicia?
Alicia is in the game, yes. I don't remember that's the character.
Who is Cancer Chick?
The girl with the broadsword and the overcoat. Oh, wait, it's Wild Arms.
Well,
Someone had cancer in Wild Arms? That was their character?
She like grew up in some like horribly polluted slum and she like had cancer and knew she had like 3 years to live or something.
That's fucking dark, man.
Mm.
Wild Arms put on the table first, Joe.
Mm.
Or was that a class you could select at the beginning of an RPG? Cancer Chick.
You got the White Warrior, the Cancer Chick.
Cancer chick. Okay.
Was White Warrior your first choice for a class in RPG?
I forgot what classes were.
Only in Wild Arms, the Aryan legend.
White Warrior, the Grand Dragon.
This is not Breath of Fire. Which, by the way, screenshots of Breath of Fire 6 have come out. Prepare to cry.
But isn't it mobile though?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Well, it's awful.
Do you remember Dragon Quarter?
Yes, I remember Dragon Quarter. I remember Groundhog Day.
Very interesting game.
Yeah. If you use your special power 3 times, you die and you start the game over.
Yep.
It's a very interesting concept. I did not get behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okage, any familiarity?
Didn't play it.
I definitely played it. It was like a launch game, if not launch very early PS2.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like Fantavision?
Fantavision is coming to the PS4. Why?
What?
Who the fuck cares about Fantavision?
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm not kidding. It was a screensaver.
You know what I want to see a remake of?
What's that?
The Bouncer.
Oh man, that game was. If you knew what it was, like it advertised itself as an interactive movie, and for what it was, that was it.
It was a
And
beat 'em up.
I had a great time with the Bouncer. I got all the characters. There's a lot of characters you can unlock too. It was a fun game. People give it so much shit, but it's pretty straightforward in what it is.
Oh my God, you weren't kidding. Fantavision is why? Why is that?
I don't know.
Why?
All these games. Let's go to this catalog of PS2 titles. We got your Final Fantasy 12. We got your Rogue Galaxies. You got your Suikoden 4 and 5. Fantavision. That's what people want. Let's bring up the Fantavision. And Parappa the Rapper 2.
Hey, that was a great game.
No, Parappa 2 sucked.
Parappa 2 was great.
It was terrible.
You know, it was a good game.
Coming from Jammer Lammy, that game was garbage.
Jammer Lammy was fantastic.
That was a great game. What was a good game, Chris?
No, I was going to say Jammer Lammy.
Oh, then you'd be right.
I know. It happens every once in a while.
So all the tension in the podcast is resolved in seconds. Riveting television.
We have the worst cliffhangers. Previously on UnPopular podcast. That was a good game, too. Yeah. Sakaguchi making a new game. He said they had that little interview and said, "What are you guys doing 2016 forward?" And there was a bunch of game developers, and Sakaguchi says he's working on some new Terra Battle stuff, and he's going to be working on a new game.
What have they done besides Terra Battle and Lost Odyssey?
They did Last Story.
Oh, right. Right. I knew there was another one.
That was fantastic.
That's it, though, right?
And then that surfing game, that mobile surf game, I can't remember what it's called. It was weird.
Can we inform him that Devin Tripp is looking for programmers and artists?
Yeah. Can we get Devin Tripp for this show? Can we bring him in? And give him
Can we? There's a contact us. Can you contact?
What would you
him?
say you do here?
I'm 20 years old. I work with stocks.
I work in places. I've been to Texas, Florida, Europe.
Just imagine him outside of 7-Eleven with a cardboard sign that says, "Need money for quote unquote Star Wars."
Obi-Wan must live on.
Obi-Wan's the guy from Home Depot he panhandles with. Okay.
Marketing legend. Okay. The worst part is he's going to get funded. That is the saddest part about this.
Does Kickstarter won't give him the money if he doesn't release something.
No.
Right?
I'm pretty sure. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure there was some game that just did nothing, and because of that, they now have.
I know Kickstarter
there's some kind of stipulation that if you produce no content of any kind, they refund everything.
I know that game I backed, that Medora game, that has like 0 updates, and
when are we ever getting Hyper Light Drifter?
I don't know if that is.
Like 2 years ago.
I just know my Medora game's not out yet, and I doubt it ever will be, and I don't think I'll be getting my money back for that.
But did you get something out of that? Did you get at least a screenshot or some work being done at some point?
I mean, he had his concept art. I think they had a live show, and they have an alpha, which from what I hear is 2 rooms, and nothing does anything.
That's more than Devin Tripp has.
Yeah, okay.
They stole your money.
This is going to be Game of the Year 2017. Just you wait. Just you wait.
It's going to be Game of the Year 2016. He's going to get it done that quickly with $200,000.
He's going to work miracles.
We're going to find out it's just a mod for Skyrim.
Just a lightsaber mod. Nothing else. Just a fantasy world and lightsaber.
His vaguely Hispanic friend voices Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
I'm so glad I opened with that news.
It's the best story we've ever had on the show. No, seriously, Tom.
I will send a message and I will see if he will come on and give us a little rundown.
I feel like we have to be only nice to him, but not really.
I need contacts in the business world. He has experience in the business world, so
Are you gonna work with stocks and clothing?
maybe somewhere in between.
It says what kind of stocks, whether it's the financial aspect or if it's a medieval torture device.
Or maybe he just stocked stuff, like the clothing. He put it back on the shelf.
This dude just works for TJ Maxx. That's all he does. He's the Al Bundy of Kickstarter.
And one day when he was stocking the electronics section, Fallout 4, The Witcher all fell on top of him, and he got a brilliant idea.
Hey Jason, would you play a Star Wars version of these games? Yeah, I guess. Kickstarter, here I come.
Oh God.
You can pre-order the Oculus Rift in January.
Yep. Tomorrow.
I think we can all agree you really should, so that you could play Devin Tripp's masterpiece.
What do we think the price point for that's going to be?
At least $250.
You think?
It's got to be more than that.
I can't think of anything less. Isn't it running like 2 1080p screens or something now?
I don't know.
Like it's gone up since its certificate.
I don't know, man. I don't see how it's going to beat the glory that is Google Cardboard.
That's the 3D cut case thing, isn't it? Yeah.
I think it'll probably be like $300.
Yeah, I mean.
Although apparently the 970 is like the recommended or.
Yeah,
like,
I can't use Oculus on the 960. If you go into the little NVIDIA experience tool, it says not ready for
Oculus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently the 970 is it.
My main desktop, this one here, has 970, so I should be fine if I want to do it. If I'm going to do it, I think I'm going to do the Morpheus, because I want the Gran Turismo and the Ace Combat.
Oh. What's the PS4 project?
Yeah, it's the PS4 one. I think it's just called PS4 3D or something now.
The question would you be able to use it on your PC, or is it only on PS4?
Well, it's going to be marketed towards the PS4. I mean, their
I know,
intentions of releasing it is
hardware.
PS4 exclusive, but to say I can't plug it into a PC with a cable, I have no idea.
Right. That's like the PlayStation Move that they eventually release a dev kit for that.
Chris, look around Tom's room really quickly. He's gonna get both. Doesn't matter. It doesn't. He owns so much.
I'm
shit.
not. I've yet to try a 3D experience. What the fuck is it called? Not 3D. It's
VR.
VR. Yeah. So I've never tried a VR yet, and as it stands, I don't really have much interest in it. But I mean, if I can do the cockpit, that's all I would ever want to do.
Yeah, imagine that with Star Citizen.
Yeah. I mean, the Oculus Rift is owned by Facebook, so I imagine a lot of kind of other uses for it, not gaming. Like they'll have kind of probably meeting rooms.
Imagine it with HuniePop.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, there is already lots of hentai games.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
Oh yeah.
And we'll be reviewing them all.
That would be Cory's segment. He will review all the.
Okay, buy me an Oculus Rift, and I can guarantee you I'll review every hentai game that comes out.
Oh, let's jump to Kickstarter. Let's get this going. We have experience. We have podcast.
We'll get a GoFundMe up for Cory.
I want to
Help a
review
gay guy
hentai
play
games.
all the. Help a gay guy play all the straight hentai games that could possibly make him insane.
I mean, would you be into a Barra game? Because I mean, I'm sure that's going to be coming out.
That is a niche market. I feel like it's not going to get the development money it needs. But if you kickstart more than $1,500, there we go. Kickstart more than $1,500, Cory will take LSD before he puts the thing on.
$1,500 goes towards purchase of LSD. Oh god, we call up Quan, Obi-Wan, and actually, I'm not gonna do any drug references. Sorry. Let's move on.
Okay.
MLG sells nearly all assets to Activision, $46 million. I honestly didn't know MLG was still a thing. I thought just Twitch took over.
I thought so as well.
So, congratulations, Activision.
Yay.
Yep. I actually don't care. I just thought it looked like an interesting news story that someone else would comment on, but apparently nobody else cares. So, moving on to...
I like how Activision's just buying shit.
Mm.
Yeah.
This is maybe the least important news that has ever existed in history. The fact that Tom was pooping earlier gave me more excitement.
I was not pooping. That was false news. I was getting orange juice. It's not a poop.
Is that what you call it?
Shut up.
Oh, there's someone
she's
behind
laughing.
Tom. There's someone
She's
behind
laughing
Tom.
at me.
For our listeners, Tom's girlfriend is in bed just mocking him with hands.
It's actually happening.
She's making the faces and miming him and everything.
You know, once the Oculus Rift comes out, you can watch our podcast in beautiful virtual reality. You could feel like you're here with us, doing absolutely nothing with our lives.
You can reach out and it's like the nooses are right in front of you.
You can punch Tom in the face if you want.
Ah, man.
Give us more than $2,000 and you can punch him for real. Go buy the ticket.
Hey, man, if I have a tier, $2,000, get to punch me in real life. I will throw that down. 5 people. If you want to.
That's the exclusive club.
No bob wire, no brass knuckles. Got to be just pure fist.
We call that the stinger. They don't let you use that no more.
Excellent.
But for everything.
Most games have their own leagues and tournaments and stuff. MLG was just kind of a collaboration of like a mass tournament kind of thing, wasn't it? Like there's the Dota finals, there's the league thing. Like all games have their own dedicated contests and shit nowadays. So I don't see the point of MLG. Other than just screaming MLG and doing something stupid in an online game. The literal thud.
Yeah, it's riveting news.
Just throw the crickets in and wrap this up. All right, so I guess that's it for that.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe we should just make an entire podcast about Devin Tripp, his life.
That was this
Turtles.
podcast.
It's all I really care about right now since I've heard it.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
We will do
All
the
right,
research.
what's the retro play?
Tom, have you been doing anything for retro play?
I mean, I've been playing a lot of retro games. I played Newtopia for the TurboGrafx.
Jeez.
It's pretty much their Zelda.
Mm.
It was interesting. It's very easy. It's cute. It's really easy, except that hitboxes are extremely specific. So you can move pretty much in a left and right, up and down grid. So it's a plus. But if an enemy's coming at you from here and you're trying to sword him here, it won't hit him. But you just go straight down and he'll just nick you because he's just larger than your sword's area. It's a polishing issue. But the second one fixes it. But yeah, it's pretty much Zelda. You get bombs and you bomb walls and dungeons and you find the fire wand and you burn down trees to reveal stairs. It's Zelda. I don't know if you ever played it, but it's not bad.
Zelda? Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, I heard of that one. Yeah, I set up an emulation station and I was just playing with the different systems, and the game I decided to play was the TurboGrafx.
How do you like Emulation Station?
It's actually really good. It's
is it?
not the fault of the front end, because the front is fantastic, but getting some emulators to work with it is kind of a pain in the ass because as it is, I have most of my things going through RetroArch, and RetroArch will have hotkeys, so I can click in the right stick, and it'll just be my exit button. So it exits the program and goes back into the front end, so I can pick another game. But if you use the RetroArch version of PlayStation, it doesn't look very good, and I like my EPSXE, but EPSXE doesn't have the hotkey for instant quit like that, and plus also the R3 button is a button on the PlayStation 1. So I'm just trying to find a way to kind of make it work with a controller.
Right.
If that makes sense. But I have a keyboard not too far away. I can hit Alt F4. It's not a big deal. But as it is, it's actually really good. I like the scraping. It's really cool. It pulls all your data off the internet, so it tag all your games and has a nice little box art. I wish it was come. Yeah, what's up?
Does the scraping process stop if your machine goes into suspend?
I've never had more than like 5 or 10 games in my queue.
Oh, okay, because I queued up like 8,000 once.
No,
And
I just got
it would go through
games.
like 500 or 600, and then it would just kind of, even if the monitor just went off, it would like stop if it went idle.
I know if I use they give you 2 scrapers by default, and if I use the one that's not the main one, it will have like a solid 2-minute freeze on the screen, and nothing will work, and then it'll eventually come up with the results. But it's I don't know, some kind of lag or something with that one. I don't know what's up with it. I wish maybe there's a theme for it, but I'd like it to have some kind of like a tile view, so you can see like rows of your games instead of just going down a list and showing a box art.
There are different themes.
Yeah, I haven't looked. Does it have that option? Does it have like a cover flow kind of thing?
I know they're all user created, so I can't say.
Okay, I'll take a look. But yeah, it's solid software.
Hmm.
It's pretty much an INI in a X input plugin. Yeah, that's my retro play.
Cool.
Retro play. I can't think of any problems I've had with any of the emulators. They've all worked pretty well. What do you use? Do you use RetroArch as well?
Yeah. The thing I would really like to get working is something that reads ISOs for Saturn and Dreamcast games. Without any interactions and just fire up emulation station. The thing is you have to have Windows somehow manage the ISO mounting and unmounting, which is where it kind of throws a wrench in the gears.
For EPSXE, I have to type in a thing called like raw dump or something. It's a tag you put in there, and if I don't have that, it just loads EPSXE and just sits there. So I have to tell it to like use this ISO file, load it in, and then don't even show me the front end. Just launch the game. So it might be the same. I haven't played those systems yet, so I know people do use it for Dreamcast, so I'm sure it's possible.
Yeah.
I'll try it tonight and I'll let you know my results.
What I might end up using now that I have my Steam Link set up is Ice.
Oh yeah, I have way too many Steam games and way too many like ROMs and shit. So I just want the giant clutteredness. If it had a tag where I can just say "Show me Ice games,"
I think it makes a nested folder of some kind.
If it does that, that'd be fine. But if it's like, in isolation, and then like all my PC games, and then like Legend of Zelda, and then it goes to like that'd be weird and a lot of clutter. But it does look nice. I saw some screenshots, and it does scrape as well. It has nice little banners.
Cool.
Actually, I made a Steam link to my Final Fantasy 12, so I can launch Final Fantasy 12 from Steam, and it loads the ISO directly. So that
Oh, yeah?
might be the same thing for RetroArch.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
What you been playing, Chris?
I have actually not played Fallout 4 in weeks because I've been playing so much Xenoblade.
That's good. Fallout 4 is not very good.
I like Fallout 4 a lot, but Xenoblade is really scratching a JRPG itch that I've had for a while. I'm
I have not
actually
touched it.
finally doing the mission where I get my Skell license, so I can get the big giant robots.
How many hours do you say you're in right now?
25, 30?
Jesus, really?
Yeah,
Oh
that's the
man, that's pretty hardcore.
yeah, you go through about half of the game story missions. Yeah, you gotta get to about level 25 or 30 before you get the Skell. And then after that, it's another like 10 hours before you get the flight module so you can fly.
I mean, all the previews for that game when I was watching them before it came out were all about the robots.
Right.
That's funny.
I can kind of understand why, though, because you can explore a ton of the world map just like right off the bat. Now, obviously, there's some... How do I put this? Like some artificial corralling. Because they'll obviously be, okay, there's a bunch of level 46s and I'm at level 20, they'll eat me if I go that way. So there are obviously some areas that you have to tread carefully in.
So it's Final Fantasy 14.
No, it's Fallout 3 in New Vegas. It's Fallout New Vegas.
There was never any level gap in New Vegas.
Are you kidding? Off the start of the game, if you went the wrong way, you'd get jumped by a bunch of Cazadors.
Plus, Deathclaw is in one road, like the opposite direction, but actually Deathclaw Valley.
Yeah.
It's very similar to Death Valley, but with Deathclaws instead.
Right. But, no, it's definitely fun. Is Tom still with us?
No, I think he's gone.
Uh-oh. We lost
Okay.
Tom.
That's
I'm
fine.
back.
I mean, we could just do this.
Tom's there.
Hey, I'm back.
Did you
But
just...
yeah, it's really fun, Tom. I was kind of starting to want to rush to get the Skells, but then I realized that that'd be kind of defeating the purpose. But there's no lack of exploration by not having the Skells. It's just going to make it easier, and you can get to some other areas.
Is it like the power armor from Fallout 4?
I don't know. Think of it like you didn't play Skies of Arcadia.
Did not?
Right, never mind. Okay. But it's a great game. I'm 30 hours in. I'm really, really enjoying it.
Cool.
Another game I found is Lethal League.
What is that?
It's like 2D Smash Brothers almost.
It's not Brawlhalla?
No. There's 4 buttons. There's jump, taunt, swing, and bunt. And basically, you're hitting around a ball, and you just want to knock all the other people out if you get hit by the ball. It's just really simplistic, but it's a crazy fun party game because every time you hit the ball, it goes faster and faster and faster and faster and faster.
Does it have any similarities to the Tekken 3 volleyball game?
I didn't play it.
Oh, that's a shame.
Don't know. But Lethal League is definitely a fun little 2D, kind of a fighting party game. It was on Steam for like $7. I played it at Taylor's and I ended up getting because it's really fun.
Nice.
Another fun indie game I got is called Crawl.
What's that all about?
Crawl is very interesting. You play 2 to 4 players, and you're all just ghosts. And
Like
one person,
Pac-Man or
like, do you remember that game on Genesis called Poltergeist?
vaguely?
You would inhabit different things and scare people. Well, this time you inhabit different items in a dungeon and hurt people. You'll have a spike wall or a flaming arrow or something. One person's always the human, so the 3 people that are the ghosts things, it's their job to take out the human. Whoever gets the final hit, then that person becomes the human. So it's got a kind of team-on dynamic. And then every time someone dies, the ghost can power up their possession abilities, and the human can go to the shop and get better armor. And the whole thing is, once somebody levels up to level 10, they can go fight a giant boss. And if they fight the giant boss and defeat it, then you escape the dungeon and you win. And it's kind of got an almost 8-bit, but kind of throwbacks to Atari 2600 vibe.
So like every indie game.
No, it's a lot. It's not a lot different, but it's definitely unique. It's kind of tough to explain. But if you jumped into a game or you saw just a quick gameplay video, it would make a lot more sense.
Sounds like a combination between the GameCube game Geist and Deception.
Kind of like Deception with the traps, yeah. Geist I
Huh.
never played though, but it's a very fun game. If you can play one-on-one, or you can throw in a couple bots if you want to do 4 players. It's definitely fun. The matches probably don't last any more than 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay.
But yeah, it's definitely fun. I would recommend picking it up.
Have you played the card game, what's it called, Boss Battle?
You mean Boss Monster?
Boss Monster, that's it, yeah.
I have not played it, no.
Okay. Sounds vaguely like that. How have you not played Boss Monster?
I don't know. I just haven't.
There's so many friends have the board game thing going.
Mm,
Yeah, give it a shot.
cool.
Is that it for you?
That is it for me, those 3.
Cory.
Cory?
Cory.
I'm sorry, what?
Stop vaping.
No, I was just reading the update on Devin's page.
Oh, shit! Cutting news.
I think it's an old update, but I really like the wording. I think he's going to deliver us something awesome because it says, updated some of what the game will be about. Tried to create a mental image of how the game will look and feel.
Oh my god, how is this a thing?
So I've been reading up on the rules of Kickstarter, and I don't think he gets to keep the money. I think these people are just fucking with him by giving him money so they're allowed to comment on how shitty it is. And if he doesn't show something or has to cancel the project or can't release anything at all, especially if he doesn't hit the $200,000 mark, it doesn't matter. He's not getting anything. I think it's just horrible people being horrible to this horribly stupid person.
If you don't meet your goal in Kickstarter, you don't get any money.
Can we ask all our viewers to chip in their money together?
So he'll have $6 at the end of the day.
Is this like the Trump thing where it's a big joke and everybody votes for him, ironically, until he actually becomes president and he actually gets to make this game? Is this what's going to happen?
Tom, I
It
think
very
you're making
well
a
may be.
big statement here by saying Trump, because I think what you're saying is this is secretly Donald Trump. He has worked with clothing. I've seen his line at Macy's. He has worked in stocks.
Stop.
Donald Trump likes Star Wars because he loves Obi-Wan.
He thinks he's one of the good Mexicans.
Jesus Christ.
He's not one of the rapers.
Oh my.
Okay.
He's going to be president.
He's not. So I've been playing HuniePop, as Chris has very kindly gifted it to me as a wonderful Christmas gift of irony. And it is essentially a puzzle game / dating sim game. And I don't want to admit this, but I feel like I've played enough dating sims that I understand a lot of the mechanics that were thrown at me pretty quickly. First, you have to woo the girl with presents, because obviously that's how women work. You give them shit. You get influence points, and then you can go on a very awkward date. And because I fucked up on the first date real bad, I almost won, and then I hit like I managed to get like 5 or 6 of the terrible things to happen get in a row, and it like knocked my score so far down I fucked up. I don't think I've had a successful date in the game yet. I think my character is going to end up just sexless the entire time. It's going to mirror real life, and I don't know, maybe she kills herself at the end. I think that's what happens to my main character in this game.
Jesus.
Fairy chick's not putting out. She's being a big old fucking tease about it.
Which chick?
The fairy, the one you meet in the bar at the beginning. She teaches
You can't date her until you date all the other girls first.
Why?
Because that's how the game works.
So I
I've
need
never
to be
played
a
HuniePop.
massive.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have to be a massively trained slut to date
Yeah, and
her.
then once you date the fairy, you can date Venus, the goddess of love. I wish I was joking. I hate my life.
This is ridiculous. It's funny. It's a funny game. I think it's done somewhat tongue-in-cheek, but from
Oh,
what
it definitely is.
I haven't gotten far enough into it. I want to play it more, but I can't mute the dialogue, and I'm fine with just reading the funny things they say.
Wait, is it voiced?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it's
full
voiced.
voice.
Oh,
That's-
Jesus.
The voices aren't bad either, but there's no Japanese option because I assume it's a fully American fucking dumb
It is.
game. Done in the style of weebs, because weebs fucking love that shit.
Mm.
But I actually enjoy it. It's kind of funny. I want to do something else while I'm playing it. I can't I can't be up here, have one of my roommates come to my door, ask if I want to do something, and then see me playing HuniePop.
It's Tom. To be fair, it's got like a full level up in the stat system and everything.
Yeah, you can improve your fucking chances at a puzzle game. That's what you improve, right? It doesn't improve how you look or how you dress or the amount of money you earn like in normal dating sims, or intellect or charisma. It improves your percentage points based upon the fucking puzzle game.
Yep.
What Chris? What am I supposed to go to first? What is the best thing for me to level up first in that? I've leveled up.
Don't know, Cory. I haven't played in a long
Chris,
time.
I need to min-max this. I need to min-max this game.
How many hours do I have on HuniePop? This is going to be
You're
sad.
acting like
We're
you
gonna find
don't
out.
write the wiki for it.
Cory, I have 25 hours on HuniePop.
That seems like a lot, because I got through a pretty large amount in about 2 hours.
That's a lot. But to be fair, I'm doing all the alpha dates, so.
Oh my god.
What are the alpha dates?
There's super hard.
Do you get super sex afterwards?
No,
Just the regular kind.
just the regular kind.
No. They don't show your character at all. You don't get any face in this because it's porn. You get the view of porn. You get to look at them. Like it's that Prodigy smack my bitch up video. It's all done in first person view. I'd recommend it, Tom. I think you should start playing it. You'd love it a lot. You need a waifu.
No, I don't. It shall always be Faith from Mirror's Edge.
Oh, that's sad. And do you want to do her because she looks a little like you?
Yeah.
So I mentioned before we started recording this that I had a friend pop up on Steam that was like, "You're playing that? I hope it's ironically." And we talked about the game for a bit, and I'm like, "Well, I'm not really sure much about this game. A friend bought it for me, and I'm trying to, from the title screen.
I got it from a friend.
I got it from a friend. It's not mine, Mom. I swear. I got it from a friend, and
Just holding it.
I was at the title screen, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just trying to pick which one's my waifu." And he's like,
It's obviously Nikki.
And he's like, "Oh, you don't have to worry about that. You can fuck them all." And I'm like, "Oh, really? Well, Thank God for that. Thank God we live in an age where you could fuck every one of those horrible women."
Jesus Christ.
Although my favorite's the mall chick so far.
Mall chick.
You meet her in the mall the first time. She's a bitch.
Oh,
Red
Audrey.
hair.
Audrey.
She's great.
She is horrible.
I've never met anybody under the age of 16, Audrey.
Well, it is based on, Japanese cultural tropes, so I don't know how it goes where you're from, Tom, but I think their age of consent is 14. She very well might be below 16. And
I said 60.
oh, he's 60.
Yeah.
Well, that changes the tone of this conversation.
Yeah, a little bit.
She might be 60. It's, again, based on Japanese cultural tropes as well as animation tropes. She could be any fucking age. They look good for a while.
Apparently, Kickstarter backers of the Oculus are getting a free Kickstarter edition of the Oculus Rift.
I completely forgot that was a Kickstarter project.
Was that a Kickstarter project?
Yeah.
Oculus? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was. The guy sold his whole investment to a Facebook before the product even came out and made a shit ton of money.
Oh yeah, didn't he make like $1 billion off that? I think
he made a lot of money.
Yeah, maybe not $1 billion, but he made he did make a ton.
He didn't really have to do a huge amount of work then.
No, so there's hope for Devin Tripp after all.
Yeah. We liked your idea of a vague Star Wars RPG. We'd like to buy your idea. But you don't know.
Can we buy it for like a pack of gum, some juicy fruit, maybe a hand job?
You give us this right, or we'll just sue you because we own the rights to this. That's how trademarks work.
You will find out as a child. My forum tag was Obi-Wan Kenobi, so we're just gonna sue him.
So, I mean, rightfully, that's how it works.
Besides HuniePop, I've been playing Mountain Blade like crazy. I've been playing every mod I could find. I played a Roman mod, which is pretty cool, but the game it looks all right for what it's based on, and the engine, the fact it's an indie studio, but the characters. Some of the mods get really good, but the characters come out looking so wooden on their bodies that I went into a tavern and there are whores there. And their whores had their things exposed, so you knew they were whores in a tavern. And
Jesus.
Do you remember Lara Croft PS1? Like those tits? Imagine her without a top. That's not a good image
The
No,
cones have eyes.
It's like Mega Bloks tits, not even Lego.
Nice.
Besides the horrid whores, it's a pretty good game. It's amazing to me what modders can do. I think I'm more excited about what mods come out for games than I've been for games for years. I think I was talking to Chris about like the GTA 5 mods I've seen.
Yeah, those are really nice. Especially the car mods. I mean, I've seen your pigeon one, that was pretty funny, but like the car mods they do are fucking amazing.
I kind of want to get GTA 5 now that I have that 970 and can like really push it and see how nice it'll look.
Chris, you need to do it just for the mod. Get the Iron Man mod. It's fucking Iron Man chases you around and shoots missiles at you.
I thought you controlled Iron Man.
I think you can also control Iron Man, but everything I've seen is like you can fight him, or the Hulk. You can get the Hulk in there to fight the Hulk, or you can get super speed and you can be the Flash versus the Hulk, or whatever the Marvel equivalent of is of the Flash. Quicksilver?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to spend $36 on a game I've already played. Though.
That's my problem with it. I have GTA 5 on both the PS3 and the Xbox One, and the PC version isn't dropping below 30. That's on sale. It still sells for 60.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Until I see it for $20, I'm just not going to touch it.
Yeah, I have it on PS3, but I would like to see how nice it looks and plays on.
They waited way too long to announce that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny, Tom, is I got Assassin's Creed Syndicate and it plays beautifully.
I know, right?
But on Steam Link, it caps it at 30 frames.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I think it's a Ubisoft thing.
Chris, how much do you love the Cockney accents?
I only played the game for like a half hour.
Really? How'd you feel about it?
Well, because I was like, I want to play it on my couch with the Steam Link, and it's like, oh, it only plays at 30 frames. I'm like, well, that's really fucking annoying because I got a 970. I want this game to look good. And it's like, nope, sorry.
Yeah, I run it at some pretty decent settings. 60. It goes above 60 in some places. Like if you're walking in kind of a smaller closed area, it goes to like 120.
Yeah, well, I've got it maxed, and if I'm sitting in front of my computer, it's we'll play 60 and higher. But if I do it through the Steam Link, it caps it at 30. I think it's a Ubisoft thing because people have mentioned that with other Ubisoft games.
Mm.
But yeah,
how rare miss for Ubisoft.
I mean, they do their thing. They're not a bad company, but some things they just kind of miss the mark.
Well, they're skipping an Assassin's Creed for next year apparently.
Yeah, I heard about that. They're evidently skipping a year and going to Egypt.
Yeah,
that's what I hear. So I mean,
thank fucking God. They've produced one every year, haven't they?
For the past couple of years, yeah.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. Does any other game do that?
If it has the quality that Syndicate has, I mean, yeah, take the time. Nobody needs a yearly fucking Assassin's Creed game.
Right.
Yeah.
I wish they'd go back to Boston, but do it in modern times and have the protagonist be Elijah Dushku.
Oh my God.
One of these days we'll get our dream.
Can we get Elijah Dushku and Devin Tripp on this podcast?
I don't think it'd be very hard.
Those two.
Just say we're pro Albania and we just want to talk about
pro like Star Wars.
Pro like Star Wars. No, Star Wars needs more Albanians, and then we have two of the best people in the world on our podcast.
Is Elijah Dushku Albanian?
Yes.
He's making a documentary right now. You should all watch it. It's called I Am Albania. It'll be coming out soon. You can check our Facebook page for more updates. I don't know why I'm doing Elijah Dushku plug.
We both follow Elijah Dushku on Facebook. It's entertaining.
It was ironic at first, but now I'm actually interested in her life.
That's the best part about it. Is that it for you, Cory?
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. So I just remembered that I bought 2 games during the Steam sale.
Which were?
I got Avian Attorney. Which
you
was
posted pictures on
Avian
Facebook.
Attorney? Is that like Hatoful Boyfriend meets Phoenix, right?
I mean, the only similarities between the Hatoful Boyfriend is it has birds in it, but it's pretty much Phoenix Wright, and it has animals in place of people. Like there's foxes and there's dogs and cats and rabbits and stuff.
So it's Animal Crossing,
more or less. And it's written. Takes place in old France and has the old what's that old art style called?
Film grain.
No, that's not art style.
I know.
It looks like an old paints. Sketching.
Daguerreotype?
Maybe.
Trying to learn something from Life is Strange. Then you have to play that class scene 6 fucking times throughout the game.
Yeah, but it uses that old sketchy art
When you
style.
say old France, how old France? There's a
Seven-
lot of French history.
17th century, 18th century. Not too
Are-
far back, but not modern.
Pre-revolution to post-revolution.
Post.
Is there like a tiny dog as Napoleon at some point?
I haven't gone that far. I played AKs, and I want to say 18th century, but
Wait a second. Wait a second. You play a pigeon lawyer, so it's bird law.
for long. There's a lot of puns. They're all pretty tongue in cheek. It's great.
I mean, they're all birdie tongue-in-cheek.
That was terrible. That wasn't
That
great.
was awful.
You should write. You should write for Devin Tripp.
I hear he's looking for writers.
Don't know if he can afford me.
Hmm.
Send me a pack of Mountain Dew.
What money? But yeah, it plays like Phoenix Wright. It's a little more streamlined. Where in Phoenix Wright you had like a little crosshair and you kind of go around the screen. You pick parts. This one has pretty much you click a section of the screen and you can pick an area once. So like sometimes Phoenix Wright has that like you don't know exactly what you're doing and what you're looking for, so you keep checking the same thing a bunch of times. This one you check it once and it just it's not selectable anymore. So it's a lot easier, a lot more fast to process through. And the cases aren't very long. It's a pretty simple game, but it's mostly about the humor and the art style, and it works very well. So it was like $9 or even less during the Steam sale, so I picked it up. And yeah, very fun game. I'll play the rest of it. And the second game I got was just reminded me, and I forgot already. Oh, Chivalry. I got Chivalry when it was like the $3 sale I had on with expansion pack. I've yet to play it, so I was waiting for maybe Cory to play with me.
It runs like shit on my computer, and I didn't like it very much.
Really? I thought that'd be your game.
No, I like Mountain Blade because it has a campaign aspect to it. That's a multiplayer battle with assholes. I don't want to. Oh, there's Chris.
Hey,
Yeah,
Chris.
I backed out of the wrong tab.
No, you backed out of the right tab. We know that.
Escape.
So Chivalry, my problem with Chivalry is it doesn't have a campaign. It's not single. I don't like multiplayer games purely, and that's a competition game. It's essentially Call of Duty with swords and bows and arrows based in the War of the Roses, which is an interesting time period in history. No, is Chivalry the one based on War of the Roses? No, there's one called War of the Roses. It's the same fucking game though. Tom, you don't like toxic games like that. Are you frozen? I can't tell.
No. I'm listening.
When you're a tiny picture, you're like a lizard. You don't move enough for me to see if you're alive. Why would you want to play? It's a multiplayer only thing. I don't think there's any like bots.
I thought you would be all about it. It was like $3 or $4. I wasn't.
Just play Mountain Blade with me. They have a multiplayer aspect.
I think I do have Mountain Blade. I think it's one of the many bundles I bought in the past. I just didn't play it.
Do.
So
it's very easy to get. It's more fun because I don't have to play with horrible people.
But wait,
Besides Tom.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. Does that make you feel better, Chris?
I guess it's called Grandvillian art. Because the artist is Sean Ingaze Grandville. Let's go Matt Davian attorney.
Yeah, no, we got that.
Yeah.
So really, if you're watching this podcast or listening to it, if nothing else, you've learned something you'll forget in hours.
Okay. So
okay. I know what you're talking about now, Tom.
yeah. Just look at a screenshot of the fucking game and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Just look at his Facebook. It was.
I already forgot what it's called.
Avian attorney. It's pretty genuine in its name.
Aviary attorney. Oh, that was a Kickstarter. Shocked.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now I know this game.
Oh, I was thinking of the other pigeon lawyer game. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so I did mention I've been playing Tomb Raider again because you can't just go in for a sample. You have to go through the whole. I'm going through all the tombs this time too because the first time I played mostly just the story and I left the tombs aside.
Tombs are pretty fun.
They're very short, I've noticed. They have like one main puzzle, and then you figure it out, and you're done with it. So
that was my main complaint with that game is I wish it had more like environmental puzzles.
I hear them. That's a big thing in Rise of Tomb Raider. Like there's a lot of switch waterizing puzzles and stuff like that, like the callbacks to the classic Tomb Raider games.
Oh, do you remember that viaduct level?
Which one?
Like the first one? The first one.
In Tomb Raider 1?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Or the
If
one
you,
with
if you,
the cranks that were, or the cranks and gears that were like the size of a like 2-story wall.
yeah, you defined pretty much the first 3 Tomb Raider games.
Yeah, I know.
In
Do you
the
remember the time she raided a tomb?
to quote the game, I hate tombs.
Is that like a shitty Indiana Jones joke?
I guess I've never seen Indiana Jones.
Is
So
Really?
Tomb Raider? What?
I've
You've
never
never
seen
seen
Indiana Jones.
any of them?
No.
No. What?
It's one of my
So
greatest
did-
shames.
Well,
Yeah.
no, don't worry. Don't worry. He's played Uncharted and he's playing Tomb Raider.
No.
He's basically gotten
I'm
the
still
idea.
getting mad during like, why is this movie ripping off fucking Uncharted? This isn't Nathan Drake.
God
What is
damn
this
it,
shit?
Tom.
Nathan Drake did it.
Yeah, I actually I got the first movie and I was gonna watch it. And I made a Facebook post like, finally gonna watch this. And Ed DeMassa was like, dude, don't do it. I want to watch it with you. And I was like, okay. And he never came over. So fuck you, Ed. You owe me a
What does it-
viewing of
What
Indiana
does that
Jones.
say about your personality? That he didn't come over and just didn't. I could watch this movie with him for the first time and enjoy his wonderment, but Tom's gonna fuck it up somehow.
Ooh.
I don't
Yeah,
even know who this person is.
Tom.
Sure they'll-
What's up?
Blade Runner 30th Anniversary Blu-ray Edition is only $14 on Amazon right now.
I already have it. It's the one that has the 5 cuts.
I don't have it, and I haven't seen that movie in years.
Oh man, you're missing out. He's on a Harrison Ford kick now. Type
No,
in Indiana Jones, and now he's got to go with the whole thing.
I've been really enjoying Ender's Game lately. It's a great movie, Ender's Game. I think
Shut up.
Shut up, Cory.
Shut up.
Harrison Ford's most commanding screen presence to date.
Anyway, yeah. So I started playing Dishonored. I've not played that yet either, and that game's actually pretty fun. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
played that one.
I've played a bit of that.
I've played a bit, and I've heard that you really need to play the game non-lethal if you want to kind of play it as it's meant to be.
Oh, that's way past my point. I killed everybody.
There's a trap that like has wires pop out of it. Of course, you're gonna play it lethally. You're gonna cut people up. That's way more fun. Chris, don't fag it up. Non-lethal playthrough.
Jesus Christ.
Chris, don't fag it up. Thanks, Cory.
You're welcome. Chris, everyone,
man.
our faggotiest
The
member.
way it was explained to me was a cross
Just
between
a Christ.
Borderlands and Assassin's Creed, and it's neither of those things at all.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's close
Yeah.
to Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is fun.
I know
That's
it is.
good
I'm just
fun.
kidding.
It's nothing like that.
It's not like Borderlands. It's not
Nope.
wacky and stupid like fucking fun humor of Borderlands.
It's a semi-open worlds game that it kind of reminds me of Hitman, where it has like 40 different ways you can do the same thing, and I like that.
Hmm.
You can
that's
do it like
better.
this way and not find anybody, or you can like trap everybody over here and go this route, or just go straight through and kill everybody. It has a
Did
lot of
Hit-
routes and it's nice.
Did Hitman Absolution still keep whatever the newest one was?
Absolution.
Did that keep the open worldness of it, like the ability to just do as many ways as you want? I feel like I didn't play Absolutions because it looks stupid with the nuns and everything, but
Yes, kind of. It was more linear, I believe, but yeah. I didn't get very far in Absolution, though. I got to like 4 missions in, and I was like, this isn't really doing it for me. But the new Hitman is supposed to go back to the classic style, so that's gonna be cool. So yeah, Dishonored's pretty neat. I got the Game of the Year edition on one of the sales, and I just thought I'd play it before the second one comes out. I downloaded Deus Ex again, so I can finally play that stupid fucking game.
Such a good game.
Once I
Tom,
get past that part, I'll
you're
be
gonna
happy.
get stuck in the police station again, aren't you?
I will help you. I'm on like my
if I can
fourth
walk through
life.
if I can walk through the front door and just say, hey, I want to talk to this dude, I'll
That's
just
how
do
you're
that.
supposed to do it if you're like on your first.
Why was I sneaking to the back, Chris?
You don't need
explain
to.
that to me. Why was I doing it?
Why was Tom sneaking through the back? Well, it was a Friday night. George
Oh,
Michael
faggot
was
up.
nearby.
Jesus Christ. Anyway. Yeah, so I'll play that game. I'll do it for you, Chris. I'll
Okay.
get through it.
Cool.
I
Good.
got
And
Chris.
I just bought the Blade Runner Blu-ray, so sweet.
it's a great movie, so I'm proud of you.
Chris,
I've
why
seen
don't you
it.
get KOTOR? If we're gonna talking about games that we've talked about you haven't played, get KOTOR and play
I
it.
think
Now.
I'm pretty sure I own them both.
Then
I've-
play the fucking games.
I got KOTOR because it was free on the Amazon Marketplace, and I was just going to install
Wait,
it to see how well it runs. And I've
I
been playing
don't
it
know.
like I am past Talus now, or Talon, or the first planet is. I wasn't expecting to be so far into it. And I've also been playing
Are
that stupid fucking cat game, that Neko Atsune.
Oh.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got so many cats.
Wow, I don't own KOTOR. I really thought I did.
It was super cheap over the weekend. It
It's
was
still
like
super
$2.
It's still really cheap, right? It's not that expensive of a game. It's been out since I was a teenager. And
Yeah, I bought that game on the Xbox originally back when Circuit City was still a store. I bought it at
Holy
Circuit City.
when
Yeah.
did Circuit City close down? That was like only 3 years back, right?
No, that was like
2009.
2009.
But I see Circuit Cities all the time. Like I still see their empty facades and signs. Do I just live in a bad place?
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't actually update KOTOR for the PC. I've had this problem. The resolution's capped at a 4:3, I'm pretty sure, at a lower resolution, so you have to go do this weird roundabout patch. Involves
So
downloading a no CD key, no
There's a
CD
mod for
crack,
that,
and
right?
what?
There's a mod for that, though, isn't there?
I don't know. I didn't find a mod. The
The
way I
restore-
found was to install a cracked version, use a patcher program that runs a code on the exe, and then run it that way.
Jesus.
It was complicated. Whereas KOTOR 2 actually had an official update this past year.
I remember that.
Updated it, so I don't know why the first one didn't get the 15 minutes it would have took them to do it. Whatever. They still sell the game, so. So yeah, play KOTOR.
It's such a great game.
I got into a Final Fantasy 12 run where I've been playing that way more than I need to. I had a stream going. I had that going for about 9 hours straight. And...
Oh, I know what we didn't talk about.
What's that?
Dragon's Dogma getting a PC release.
This month looks fantastic.
Which is, well, that's not saying much, because on
It
PC,
ran at like
it was,
10
on PS,
frames.
PS3 it was horrible.
Yeah, it was a slog fest.
was
But the
so
new
bad.
version, just looking at it run at 60 frames a second makes it look so much better. The graphics don't matter. It's the smoothness of the game, and that's all that matters.
Actually, I
Yeah,
haven't seen I haven't seen the new trailer yet.
watch it. It looks beautiful.
I'm watching it right now, and holy crap!
Yeah, man.
You have no you both played it a bit, so you know the customization's crazy for that game too.
Yeah.
I played like an hour of it, and I was just like, I can't do this anymore. This is just so bad on PS3.
I got
Creating-
past the first town, and that's how far I got. And I was playing it with Cory, kind of.
Wow,
And,
this is playing fabulously.
Yeah, so
It's such
That-
a great. It's
I think it's dropping for $30.
Yeah, it is.
I would
$30 bucks.
expect, I would
Comes
like
out-
20, but I mean, that game's really good. So.
Comes out on the 15th. It's got the DLC too, though.
Yep, everything's included. Nice.
is there more DLC than Dark Arisen? That was already
No, that's it.
It's Dark Arisen, and then it has like the other stuff too. All DLCs included.
Right.
I've been playing Final Fantasy 14. I finally got my level 30 Lancer quest done. It took me a while. It wasn't hard. I just had a tough time doing an easy thing. That I've learned how to kite people, and that's a thing you can do in MMOs, and it made it so much easier.
Yep.
What are you,
But-
Grandpa?
Yeah.
Learned how to kite people?
Back in my day, we just hit the X button and it attacked.
Back in my day, we used QuickTime events to resolve all our issues.
Nah. Somebody's done.
Yeah, someone is sick of this shit.
But yeah, it's Cory. I'm expecting you to jump in my clan and raid with me.
I don't play MMOs.
I
Certainly
don't
not
either.
gonna buy an MMO. I hate MMOs. I hate people.
Mm.
I hate
So does-
massive multiplayers.
Whatever happened to our plan of finding the most weeaboo free-to-play game and just playing that?
All of the weeaboo free-to-play games are like shitty. They're
Yeah,
like
they're
That's kind of the joke.
No, I
No,
mean
but
they're
they're
not.
like really bad, like nothing redeeming.
It's not
Can I
just
tell you about
some,
that?
some of them are all right from what like I've read and looked at and played a bit of, but a lot of them seem like scams. Like they'll destroy they want your credit card information so badly that they're just gonna rape your computer while you play. Everything I've read is like, oh, you're gonna give them your email account? Well, get prepared to have Nigerian princes constantly contacting you because you're gonna be real popular. They're scams. They have no way to make money except by gold farming.
They have the those premium make your avatar like glow purple things,
Well,
stuff like
obviously-
that.
Tom obviously will pay for that.
Did I tell you about that time I went to Best Buy and I was picking up, I think, Legend of Legacy, and the girl there was like, "Hey, this looks fun. Is it anything like Grand Fantasia?" And
Oh,
I actually played Grand Fantasia before. I was like, "No, but you know what Grand Fantasia is? Like, yeah. And she wants like 10-minute rant about how she loves Grand Fantasia. And it was like the only person in the world who actually remembers that fucking game. Remember Fly for Fun? That was another one of those greats.
Did
Nope.
you two sleep together after that? Because that sounds like the beginning to a romance story.
I mean, it could have went that way. I can assure you. And I also played some Freedom Planet. I don't know if you guys have played Freedom Planet. I had it way back earlier, and I played the first level.
It's Vita, right? That's the game where like everything costs you. Like it costs you to save and.
No.
No.
Oh, you gave out the CD key for that. I downloaded it.
You're thinking of
It's Freedom Wars.
Freedom Wars. That's one where you have X amount of time
Yeah.
in jail, and you have to like earn time to free
Right.
yourself. Yeah, I haven't played that game yet, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. No, this one is the game that's pretty much the Sega Genesis version of
Sonic.
Shovel Knight.
Oh, I know what game you're talking about.
It looks
So-
like a Sonic fanfic.
It does. That character was totally somebody's Sonic personality.
That character looks too close to a furry for me.
Oh yeah, welcome to
everything's
Sonic.
furries. Yeah, no. Furries really latched onto that property.
But yeah, I mean-
they have claws.
That game, aside from questionable origins, fantastic. Game
Yeah, it's
plays
got
well.
really good reviews.
See how you gave out the CD key for that? I downloaded it. I looked at like the background for Steam of it, and I don't want to open it.
No, play it. It's really good. If you like any kind of Genesis game, it's there. It's
kinda
like
like-
Rocket Knight. It's like Rystar. It's like Sonic. It's all those games in one. It's done very, very well. So yeah, totally play it.
I think I've heard that the sound or the talk is just horrible. Is there a way to shut off?
Oh, the voice acting. That's what the first time I played it. I don't know what I did because I this time I played classic mode. Maybe I played the adventure mode the first time where I had the weird voice acting, but there's been like no voice acting, just like a few like hey and simple small things. But I remember the voice acting being like super cringeworthy.
Is it like Star Ocean 4 English dub bad?
It's like
Dude in your basement bad, right? It has different qualities. That's what I've heard about this game. It has different qualities to the sound recordings, and it sounds like they didn't do it professionally at all. Like they had no standardization for it.
yeah, it was cringeworthy. It was really bad voice acting, like overacted and just not
Like
not.
amateurs who have no idea what they're doing have recorded their voice. It's like us.
Like my first anime dub kind of thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
If we wrote our personas as a video game and then
Stop.
voice acted them ourselves,
Stop.
obviously, Chris, you would be a lizard of some
Stop.
sort.
Hey, there's a lizard in the game. You're already in there. He's the bad guy.
Okay.
Like we hit a nerve on Chris.
Nobody talks about lizards in front of me.
No, I
Trigger
just
warning.
don't want to talk about furries.
Yeah.
There is. No, I can't even say that. There's a lot wrong with furries. Never mind.
Anyway, yeah, I highly recommend playing Freedom. Play it. I was amazed I didn't play the Saturn because it's so damn good. And I conveniently had my Sega Saturn controller hooked up, and I use that, and it works perfectly well. Even the when you go into the configuration, the icon for controller is the Sega Saturn controller.
That's amazing.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Is this a game you need a controller to play, or can I use my keyboard at all?
If you ever played Sonic on a Genesis emulator on a keyboard, I'm sure it's the exact same thing.
Oh, that sounds as bad as the Metal Slug iOS version.
Yeah, I mean, I have my media PC connected to my TV, and that's what I played it on. So I use a controller anyway.
I could just grab my controller. I have one here.
Yeah, I mean, go for it. So I guess we're done with this segment. It's been going on for a bit. So the last thing I have here is
There's more.
question of the week. What is your favorite game controller?
PS2.
That's a fair
Dreamcast.
answer. That's an odd answer, but I'll accept it. Any particular reason?
Yeah, it's got a VMU in there for a screen and stuff. I just like it.
How do you feel about the Wii U tablet?
It works. Most games it's completely friggin' tacked on for. Xenoblade, it's perfect though because it
Xenoblade.
actually helps you manage the game.
Tacked on?
Yeah.
The VMU was tacked on.
Yeah, but I like.
Folks, this is sarcasm in case anyone can't detect that.
You kidding? This baby's off the charts.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Dreamcast controller started as that Sega Saturn controller that was a nightmare. The only problem I had with the Sega Saturn controller was that it had less buttons than the the Dreamcast controller. It had less buttons than the Saturn controller.
My problem is that it had the cable input in
Oh
the
yeah.
front, but it actually had a small little divot in the plastic where you
Yeah,
could
it went out the front.
put
What
it
wrapped up,
around.
you plugged it in, and it went straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was weird. I always thought it was very cramped. Like it had a very specific way to hold it, and it was like
Yeah.
grounded, and I didn't
Mm.
like that. But yeah. PS2, I can see that. That's a pretty solid controller.
PS2, or if I was in a fight, the original Xbox controller. Because I feel like I could kill
I-
anyone with that thing.
I love that controller. It's so good.
It's so bulky.
It's so comfortable though.
My hands are so small, it just did not work for them. I had to like.
Nobody's going to mention the Jaguar.
No,
What is
that was the one that
Jaguar?
had like the numpad on the bottom, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. My answer is Sega Saturn. Not the American one that had like the weird bend and it had like the D-pad that was like one
Yeah.
solid piece that had, and not that one. The classic standard. It looks like kind of like an advanced Sega 6-button controller.
Let's say the original only had 3 buttons, though, did it?
The original Sega Genesis controller had 3 buttons, but the
No,
Sega
Saturn. Didn't the
Nope.
original Saturn only have 3?
it had 6. It had
Okay.
6 faces, the 2 tops, and then yeah, there was an American one that was not very good, but the standard Japanese one, which later came to the U.S., was phenomenal.
That's the one that's the gray one.
Yeah, the gray one, the blue top, the 2
Right.
shoulder buttons. That's
Gotcha.
the Japanese version of it. Yeah, fantastic controller. I use it still on my PC for Street Fighter.
Yeah, the American one had those weird, like detachable plates for the L and R buttons.
It had something weird. It wasn't. It was like too flush, where it was really
Yeah.
hard to press them. It was not.
Yeah,
good.
it was. You know what it was like? It was like a mouse key. It was like a mouse. A mouse button.
Yeah, but it didn't like click down normally. It went into like a weird divot. It was like
Yeah, I
slid.
know.
It was bizarre. It was weird. Yeah, no good.
Hmm.
There was no reason to release that controller when they had the perfectly fine Japanese one.
Oh God, damn it, Cory.
What is that thing?
That's the Knights analog, 3D analog control they released
That-
for Knights
that was
edition
a-
games.
That was the precursor for this, the Dreamcast controller.
Yeah. Nobody mentioned the Virtual Boy controller. Nothing wrong with double analog, the double D-pads.
Yeah,
That sounded wrong.
the double Ds.
It had like a bunch of. There was something else weird about that controller.
I vaguely
The
remember.
fact that it looks like a face.
Have you ever used the Wonder Swan?
No.
The Wonder Swan was like a Game Boy, with a D-pad, and then it had the face buttons. But you can also hold it on a
Oh
portrait mode.
yeah, right.
It had 2 D-pads, and you could play like vertical shooters and stuff.
Right. Weird system. Weird looking.
Yeah, it was a great
I'm still
system. though.
going with PS2.
Yeah, no, PS2 is
controller
solid
perfectly
answer.
balanced.
It's the same thing as the PS1 controller. Same thing as the PS3
It's
controller.
rare. Yeah, it is. It took me forever to break one of those. It's the first controller I ever had that I didn't break so quickly. And I'm a man who gets angry sometimes. Feel angry.
Little Cory
Broke
just
a law.
breaks on out. All right, so I guess that's it for this week.
Yep.
That was fun. I will come back with updates for Devin's amazing Kickstarter. I'm surprised it has hit its goal already.
I hope
Yes.
it hits its goal. I hope those people have to fucking pay.
Can I make
Even
a
just
Kickstarter?
for-
Like, I have a bright idea for a new Star Wars movie, and I was thinking about it, and it'd be great if it had Obi-Wan and it had Luke in it, and I know a screenwriter. You guys want to give me some money for this? I didn't ask Disney yet, but
Ridiculous.
I mean, if I just rewrite the prequels, who's gonna fight it?
To be honest, I feel like you'd get a much bigger backing than Devin did. Like, for irony, I feel like there were probably people desperate enough for people to remake the prequels that it might happen.
You just word it like the prequels never existed. Like, wouldn't it be interesting to know the origins of Anakin Skywalker?
No, he's a boring character. How can
Alright.
you write him better in the thing you're going to star in, I imagine?
Ah, God. I'm being taunted with Yoshi. I gotta go now. So,
All right. Jesus.
thank you for joining us this week on the UnPopular podcast. It was episode 36. It was pretty fun. Twitter and stuff. I'm actually going to be working on a lot more videos this coming week, so I'm actually going to have content on the YouTube channel. So, look
Wow.
forward to that.
Please look forward to it.
Tom, the problem with the channel is not the lack of content, but the lack of people watching that.
Nobody's gonna know what channel nobody watches. You gotta get the people. You gotta get the videos.
Next week, Tom will be completely naked, and Chris Ferrari will play Russian roulette. Tune in.
And we're also working on a playthrough of the Game of Thrones Telltale game. We just haven't figured out how it's gonna work yet. So once we find that out, we'll have it. And I'll have it on YouTube.
That'll be fun.
It'll be fun. All right. So goodbye, everybody. Take care.
Good night.
Signing out.